All right. Hello, artists. My name is Vibes. So today, I decided that I would make my first YouTube video. It would be about sketching. This video is more pointed towards beginners, but also has some points that will help everyone improve when it comes to their art. So, I decided that I would draw the same character twice, starting off with the sketching. One with my entire sketching process as you're watching now, and one without. Since this is a speed paint, you won't exactly see how much time it really took for me to sketch and create the pose that I wanted, but it really did. The difference between the times of the two drawings was around like 30 minutes. But anyways, now to talk about why I use a sketch. Point number one, sketching is a way to get your idea on paper. So when you have a cool idea and you want to put it on paper as fast as you can before you forget anything, sketching is one of the best ways to do that. It's quick and easy. It's a helpful process to help you brainstorm and develop that idea. So when you sketch, you might just sketch down what the person may look like and what was inside of your head. But now you got to think of the poses or the facial expressions that you want for them. Well, sketching will allow you to be able to put down each expression on that character that you just sketched, and you'll be able to see which one you like. So in this drawing, I started off with a peanut head character. I kind of had my logo blocking it a little bit because I didn't want you guys to see it. I erased it pretty quickly. But anyways, and then I decided that I wanted something more dynamic, which is why I created this pose. So I decided to sketch that pose that I wanted to do and see how I felt about it. And I felt pretty good, which is why I went straight into my second sketch layer, which started to show the emotion, facial expressions, clothes, all of that. But this actually leads me into point number two. Sketching allows you to look at your idea and figure out whether you like it or not. As I said before, I liked the pose that I made, so I immediately started working off of it, but sometimes you don't. When someone normally tries to draw a picture and they try to make the final product from the start, they may be disappointed with the idea later on, and then they thought that they could have made it better. Then they crumple up the piece of paper, throw it in the garbage, and have to start all over again. When sketching, the idea is on the paper. You have low expectations when you draw it, and since you drew it in less than 5 minutes, it's not that big a deal to you, and it helps you understand what type of pose you want or what type of clothes you want on your character. That whether they're going to be wearing clothes or not, I don't know. Everybody's character is different. This process saves you a lot of disappointment. I felt this one a lot. I remember when I started drawing a couple years ago, I constantly drew a picture, didn't like it, erased the whole thing, started over, and I never actually created a sketch for me to base every picture on. So sketching saves you time, it saves you from disappointment, and it can help you create something better than your original idea. And that leads me on to my third point. We're going farther into that. Sketching allows you to develop a character more even before you even create a finished product. So when I started drawing this character, I really had no idea what I was going to make. I just knew that it was going to be a person, and they were going to be wearing clothes, and they were going to have some colors. I really didn't know that I was going to use blue and yellow and brown and all that. But after I started sketching, my brain started to create a story for him and develop a kind of personality that I wanted the viewer to perceive, which is why I gave him a turtleneck sweater vest so that he would look kind of preppy. And then I continued on that and created like a khakis to dress pants, and then the shoes aren't like sneakers. But the only reason it would feel preppy is because of the setting that I originally created for this character, which is probably going to be somewhere around high school, where the super energetic transfer student that comes in and is not used to the culture. So when they come into school at 7 o'clock, they're super energetic and loud, even though the rest of the world, even including the teachers, are tired, sleepy, and annoyed that somebody's being that loud. Now we're moving on to the no sketch drawing, as I spoke about before. I feel that not sketching is a bad way to go about creating a finished product. If you try to go straight into your finished product, you don't get to give you'll give your brain enough chance to brainstorm. As I said before, when somebody tries to go in from the start, they may be disappointed with the idea later and then feel that it could have been better. So when you sketch, it's not even just that you're writing down ideas all the time, it's just that you're giving your brain more time to think of more that you could put to the character and whether it's a good idea or not. So when I was drawing this one, I didn't get a chance to really think about it. I just created a resting position, and whatever I drew, I just went with it, which is why the position's a little stiff. The right arm is a little messed up. It's a little too big, and there's just some abnormalities, some things that I wouldn't have probably done. But if I had sketched the resting position, it probably would have been better. So now we're looking at the results. As we're about to finish this, Seth the transfer student is looking more dynamic when he's sketched and given the chance to pose. Since I didn't sketch the first one, the second one, I decided that I would play it safe and give him a resting position. And as I said before, it probably would have had more emotion and more feeling in the facial expression if I had decided to sketch it. But I do have to say that the face I made is quite memeable. Do what you want with that; it'll be funny. But looking at the results, I think that the sketch version is way more relaxed. More of the artist comes out. There's more of the artist's personality, and it feels as if they're not trying to create a piece of art for work, but more they're enjoying it as they're creating it. But the second one with no sketch feels a little stiff and underdeveloped. And it shouldn't feel underdeveloped since it was the second one I drew, which means it should be more developed. So overall, sketching has a massive effect on your drawing and learning about the poses that you want to draw. So whenever you draw, try to sketch so that you create a strong idea and helps you create a better finishing or final product. Now, if you're new to this channel, which I assume you are since this is my first video, please like and subscribe. I will try my best to post as much as I can. As it's looking right now, I'll probably be posting twice a month. I'll explain why in another video. But be sure to comment on things that you'd like me to talk about. I'm sure I'll get back to you on that one. And don't forget to tell your friends because everyone deserves to know how to draw and how to improve their art. Be sure to check the description for my socials so that you can deal with the crazy side of me and all that I do. And remember, always remember this, your art is always good, no matter what anyone says, including you.